Welcome to class 970. 970. When we finish this class, starting tomorrow, we will have only 30 classes left. 970. Wow, it's a lot of classes. I can't believe I have given 970 classes on Spanish television. 26 minutes each. That's a lot of time devoted to this. Richard, yes. Has it been worth it? Excuse me? Has it been worth it? Yeah. Yeah, it's been worth it. ¿Cómo? Sí, ha valido la pena, Richard. Has it been worth it? Vale la pena, it's worth it. Vale la pena, is it worth it? Ahora, si voy al principio, y hasta hoy inclusive, presente perfecto, ha valido la pena. Has it been worth it? Yes, I think so. It's been worth it. Has it been worth it for you? Has it been worth it for you? ¿Te ha valido la pena estar sentada ahí, pobrecita? 1000 horas? Yeah. All right. Estas sillas están these chairs are tired of us. Said, otra vez. These chairs. So, has it been worth it? Yes, it's been worth it. All right. Paragraphs. I want to finish page 53. You see, I'm not going to finish this book before program 1000. But I want to complete as much as possible. As many paragraphs as possible. Because I like this book. These paragraphs are incredibly real. In the sense of these paragraphs are written in spoken English, the way people actually speak. Realmente hablan. The way people actually speak is right here. And you can memorize these paragraphs and repeat them. Memorize and repeat them aloud. Bam, bam, bam. I'm setting the meeting for next Tuesday at 10 o'clock. I'm setting the meeting for next Tuesday at 10 o'clock. A memorizar y repetir en voz alta, siempre en voz alta. 10 veces, pues, te vas haciendo con el idioma. I'm setting the meeting for next Tuesday at 10 o'clock. I'm setting the meeting for 10 o'clock next Tuesday. Alternative. I'm fixing the meeting? No, I'm setting the meeting. Etc. Okay, let's finish the paragraphs on page 53, paragraph 458. It doesn't take very long to get there, especially if you go by train, no? Yeah. It doesn't take very long to get there, especially if you go by train. It doesn't take very long. No se tarda mucho en llegar ahí, sobre todo si vas en tren. It doesn't take very long to get there by train. Especially, con el delante, especially if you go by train. It's fast and comfortable. It's fast and comfortable. Recuerda, comfortable. Escrito confortable, claro. Pronunciado comforter. La F sube y la T fum. Comfortable. Bowl como toro. Bowl. Comfortable, comfortable, comfortable. Es igual que vegetable. ¿Recuerdas las verduras cómodas? Yo solo como verduras cómodas. I only eat comfortable vegetables. I never eat uncomfortable vegetables. Comfortable, comfortable. Pero lo más importante es la primera frase. It doesn't take very long. No se tarda mucho. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take very long. Very es opcional. It doesn't take very long. It doesn't. Este verbo auxiliar doesn't. Hay que dominarlo. Y los hispanohablantes no suelen dominar en la tercera persona singular en el interrogativo o negativo. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take very long to get there. It doesn't take very long to get there y llegar ahí. No se tarda mucho en llegar. Si usas get en inglés, hay que decir there o el destino. It doesn't take very long to get to Barcelona. It doesn't take very long to get to Seville, especially if you go by train. It's fast and comfortable. Rápido y cómodo. It's fast and comfortable. Comfortable, comfortable. There are only 2 stops along the way. Puerto Llano y Córdoba. Yeah, así. Es así, ¿no? Más o menos. O Ciudad Real. No, Ciudad Real, Puerto Llano, Córdoba, right? There are 3. But if you go to Valencia, there's a stop in Cuenca and in Utiel, Requena. Yeah. So there are only 2 stops along the way. If you go to Barcelona, it depends. Some trains are non-stop, 2 hours and 50 minutes. But sometimes you stop in Guadalajara. No, yes, you stop in Guadalajara. You stop in Calatayud. You stop in Zaragoza. You stop in Lérida. And you stop near Tarragona. And then Barcelona. There can be 5 stops along the way. In the worst case, 5 stops along the way. But I don't think any train is all 5 stops. I've gone to Barcelona on the fast train maybe 10 times in my life, maybe 15 times. I've gone to Seville maybe 5 only, 5 times. Well, I've gone to Cordoba once, I remember, and not continued to Seville. And I went to Ciudad Real once. But in any case. But this one, no, it doesn't take very long to get there, especially if you go by train. It doesn't take very long to get there, especially, se usa mucho especially, casi siempre. En español, sobre todo, especialmente, en particular, si vas, but especially is lo que se dice en inglés, especially, if you go by train. It's fast and comfortable. There are only 2 stops along the way. And you're at your destination in less than 2 hours. Eso será Valencia aquí. And you're at your destination in less than 2 hours. It's at your destination in less than 2 hours. Yeah. You know, I remember I had a meeting with the president of the Xunta Galicia. Reunión personal, solo los dos. And I caught the train in Madrid to go to Santiago de Compostela. And there were stops. And there was a stop in Orense. There was a stop in Santiago, and finally, La Coruña was the final destination. But I thought there was a stop in Vigo. I thought it was Orense, Vigo, Santiago, Coruña. So when the train stopped in Santiago, I thought it was in Vigo. And I was fat and happy, Tom Pancho. I was there. And we continued. And a person in another seat said, ahora cuando lleguemos a La Coruña, ¿quién? Llegamos en media hora a La Coruña. I said, no, we were already in Santiago. And so I didn't get off the train. And the president of the Xunta was waiting for me. I called a person in Gas Natural Fenos and I said, I missed it. I didn't get off. He sent a car to La Coruña and we went back. The president of the Xunta waited for me for 45 minutes. He missed his lunch, but it was a normal lunch. He didn't have a business lunch, but he had the graciousness to wait for me, and with a very nice meeting, a very nice man. So I was impressed. Okay, I said, thank you very much. My mistake, I'm really sorry. With the president of Comunidad Autónoma. All right, it doesn't take very long to get there, especially if you go by train. It's fast and comfortable. There are only 2 stops. There are only 2 stops along the way, por el camino, along the way. And estás en tu destino en menos de 2 horas. And you're at your destination in less than 2 hours. All right. The next one. The next to last paragraph. Paragraph 459 on page 53. When I got into my car, I realized I had left the report in my office. Yeah. I went back upstairs, but I couldn't find the report at first. Finally, I found it on the little table next to the coffee maker. Yeah, okay. So I went down to the parking garage. I work in an office building, My office is on the 17th floor of a high-rise office building. Fijaos cómo lo digo. My office is on the esto no es verdad, pero como si my office is on the 17th floor of a high-rise office building. Cuando es un edificio muy alto, muchas veces decimos high-rise. Alto, elevación o algo. Rise. The sunrise and the sunset, a high-rise office building. So I went down to my car on the elevator, -2, -2, to went to my car. I opened the door, got into my car, and said, I forgot the report. Okay. So en caso, I'm a lost case, my God. When I got into my car, I realized I had left, pluscuamperfecto, me había dejado. I had left the report in my office. I went back upstairs, but I couldn't find the report at first, al principio. Finally, I found it on the little table. This is the big table. On the little table, next to the coffee machine, the coffee maker. Tengo una cafetera en mi despacho. ¿Qué hace mi informe al lado de la cafetera? What is my report doing next to the coffee maker? I didn't put it there. Margarita, did you put it there? My secretary. Okay, did you put it there? I didn't put it there. No, boss, I didn't put it there. Well, somebody put it there. Okay, so when I got into my car, no es que llegara a mi coche cuando ya me metí en el coche. O sea, ya dentro, sentado. When I got into my car, I realized I had left the report in my office. Había dejado el informe. En español suele decir me había dejado, me lo dejé. En inglés, lo dejé. I left it. O sea, olvidé. I forgot. I left the report in my office. I went back upstairs, no? Yes, I went back. Volví. Escaleras arriba. Bueno, ascensor arriba. Pero se dice upstairs. I went back upstairs, but I couldn't find the report at first. I went back upstairs, but I couldn't find the report at first. Finally, I found it on the little table next to the coffee machine. No, next to the coffee maker. Claro, coffee machine es los grandes con moneda. Next to the coffee maker. Okay, next to the coffee maker. Aquí se mis ruidos. Starts making coffee, all right. Next to the coffee maker. One more. And then we finish this page, finally. Page 53 at the bottom. 460. There were more complaints last month than usual. There were more complaints last week than usual. In fact, there were 70% more complaints. It doesn't make sense. We're not doing anything different. I can't figure it out. Whoa. El inglés aquí es requete importante de dominar. No tiene sentido. No me lo explico. Estas formas de hablar. No tiene sentido, no me lo explico. It doesn't make sense. I can't figure it out. Cuando vine a España la gente decía figúrate, pensaba que era este significado, no. Porque I can't figure it out, no lo figuro, significa no le saco ni pies a cabeza el por qué. No tiene sentido. Es que no me lo explico. I can't figure it out. There were more complaints last month than usual, que de costumbre, más quejas que de costumbre. El mes pasado hubo más quejas que de costumbre. Last month, había. There were more complaints last month than usual. De hecho, in fact, there were 70% more complaints. 70% más. It doesn't make sense. También insertamos muchas veces any. It doesn't make any sense. Opcional. Any sense? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. We're not doing anything different. No estamos haciendo nada diferente. It's the same. We're not doing anything different. I can't figure it out. I don't know why. Strange. Suddenly, my God, complaints, 70% more complaints? Why? Are we doing something wrong? Charlie, any problem in production? No, boss, no problem in production. Jimmy, any problem in transport? No problem. Jennifer, any problem on quality control? No, boss, no problem in quality control. Well, Danny, why so many complaints? Too many complaints. And Danny says, I can't figure it out, boss. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. All right. Sometimes it's this way, 70% more. Okay, there were more complaints last month than usual. In fact, there were 70% more complaints. It doesn't make sense. We're not doing anything different. I can't figure it out. También se puede decir we're not doing anything differently. No estamos haciendo nada diferentemente, de manera diferente. We're not doing anything differently. Pero no, se dice different. But both are correct. Probably it's more correct differently for a purist, a grammarian. But people say different. We're not doing anything different. I can't figure it out. All right. I can't figure it out. My students watch this program every day and their English is not improving. What do I need to do? What do I need to change? Maybe we need a different teacher. Creo que necesitan otro profe, yeah. I think they need a new teacher. Don't you? You don't think so? No? All right. Grammar, where are we? Grammar, yeah. I want. Yes, I want. Yes, I want. I think I forgot. No. I received a text message. Y estoy con modo avión. No tengo. I've received a text message. Yeah. And it's, it's an interesting message, by the way. Huh? It's a personal message. All right. Okay. Grammar. I want to go. I want to open the door. Quiero abrir la puerta. Quiero que Marta abra la puerta. I want to open the door. I want to open the door. Okay. 6 palabras, no? It's very easy. Now, I want Marta to open the door. I want Peter and Mary to open the door. I want you to open the door. I want everybody, I want the whole world to open the door. It's very easy. English is muy fácil. Claro, en español, yo quiero abrir la puerta. Quiero abrir. Yo quiero que Marta abra. Ok. Y ayer quería que abriese o abriera. Oh, qué difícil. Vamos al pasado. I wanted to open the door. Ayer yo quería abrir la puerta, pero no pude. Yesterday I wanted, pasado simple, verbo regular. I wanted to open the door. Yesterday I wanted Marta to open the door. O sea, presente y pasado es idéntico. Lo único que cambia es wanted en vez de want. I wanted Marta to open the door. Okay, fine, but the rest is the same. Y mañana querré que abra la puerta. Tomorrow I'll want Marta to open the door. Querré yo abrirla. I'll want to open the door. Siempre quiero abrir la puerta. I always want to open the door. Siempre quiero Marta. I always want Marta to open the door. So it's very easy. Necesito que Marta abra la puerta. I need her to open the door. I need Marta to open the door. Me gustaría que Marta abriera la puerta. No, Filipa. I would like Marta to open the door, not Philip, Filipa. I don't know how to say Filipa in English. Martha. In English, Marta in English is Martha. Martha. Me gusta más Marta. Más fino. Martha. Well, the problem with Martha is that when I was in primary school, elementary school, there was a girl by the name of Martha. And she was fat. All right. And then in college, in Dallas, Texas, I went out on 2 dates. Dos veces salí con Martha. Martha Organ. Interesting. Se llamaba Martha Organ. Organ. Martha Organ. And she was nice, but she was a bit overweight. So I identify Martha with overweight, but Marta no, because the Martas I know in Spain son muy finas y muy, con mucha gracia. Okay. Graciasillas. Marta Martinez, Marta you, otros Martas, etc. So, in any case, I need Marta to open the door. I would like her to open the door. All right. I'm going to ask her to open the door. Claro. Quiero que abra la puerta. Por lo tanto, voy a pedir que lo abra. O la abra. I want her to open the door. So, I'm going to ask her to open the door. I'm going to beg her, por favor, te ruego que lo abras. I'm going to beg her to open the door. Te lo suplico, abra. I'm going to beg her to open the door. Okay, ahora con insist, no. I'm going to insist that she open the door. Voy a insistir en que abra. Ahora sí entra el subjuntivo latino en el inglés, curiosamente. Voy a insistir en que abra. I'm going to insist that she open. No, she opens. She opens, bueno, choca. Es como si dije, yo voy a insistir que ella abre. Claro, usando el indicativo no el subjuntivo. En inglés también choca. I'm going to insist that she open the door. Voy a sugerir que abra. I'm going to suggest that she open the door. Voy a exigir que abra la puerta. I'm going to demand that she open the door. Pero claro, insistir, sugerir, exigir se usa menos que yo quiero, o me gustaría, o necesito que lo abra. I need her to open. I want her to open. I'm begging her. Le estoy suplicando que abra. I'm begging her to open the door. And she wants me, but she wants me to open the door. I don't want to open the door. I want her to open the door. But she wants me to open the door. All right. Somebody has to open the door. So, maybe we can tell Felipa to open the door. She wants me to open the door. She wants us. Yo y mi amigo invisible. She wants us to open the door. Do you want me to open the door? Or do you want Marta to open the door? Would you like, te gustaría que yo lo abriera o que ella? Would you like me to open the door? Or would you like her to open the door? Ahora, prefiero que lo abra ella. I prefer that she open. Es igual que exigir y insistir, etc. I prefer that Marta open the door. I prefer Marta to open the door. Solemos ir a would rather. I would rather Marta open. I would rather Marta open the door. I don't want to open the door. Pobre Puerta. Puerta nunca pensó que estaría en la tele tanto. Okay. I don't want to open the door. No me da la gana. I don't feel like it. I want somebody else to open the door. I want you to open the door if you can. If you can't, then I prefer Marta to open the door. No, está bien, I prefer Marta to open the door. Estoy aprendiendo inglés sobre la marcha, Marta. Mi propio idioma. You know, after 50 years teaching, I'm still discovering unos recovecos por donde cuelan cosas bien dichas o mal dichas, etc. It's interesting about languages. But that's not important. The important thing is the basic verbs. All right. ¿Qué quieres que haga? What do you want me to do? ¿Qué quieres que te diga? Que te diga. What do you want me to tell you? ¿Qué quieres que diga? What do you want me to say? ¿Cuántos programas quieres que dé? How many programs do you want me to give? ¿Quieres que continúe después de programa 1000? Do you want me to continue after program 1000? Or do you want me to find a substitute? What do you want me to do? Oh, you want me to stop. You're tired of this class. You need to go to work. Okay, you want me to stop? Okay, I'll stop. See you tomorrow.